Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Andres Afar. That's right, host. Now, please, contain your excitement or your frustration. My colleague, Richard Martinez, isn't gone for good because, unfortunately, for his sorry buns, he's out of action due to a tedious experience we call jury duty. They're probably holding him down and accompanying him with their questions and with some shock treatment, you know. I hope, anyway. But, excuse me, who are you?
I'm Kimberly Wu. I am an interim co-host for Ames Tonight this evening.
This evening, right. Interim co-host. How do you pronounce your name again?
Kimberly Wu. Andreas, we know each other for a year. Kimberly Wu. Kimberly Woo!
Oh, like Kimberly Woo!
You
like,
just got
is that
wooed.
10-0? I got woo. The 10 O's here. Well, glad to have you here.
I think I'm glad to be
I
here.
hope you're glad to be here.
I think so.
I believe you. Well, with Richard gone tonight, I don't have to act cooler than him, which is a relief, because that is a full-time job, let me tell you. You know, some call my charisma and my great hair a gift, and some call it fortune, some call it curse. Yeah, whatever. But, Kim, I can already tell you're cooler than me, so I'm not even going to try. Tonight, however, now that we're dick-free, a.k.a. Richard-free, I might add, I would like to address an issue that 1 year ago delivered a thunderous blow on the Cyclone Nation, leaving us still clinging to the ropes. This week is unofficial VISHA, and from what used to be Iowa State's annual celebration in appreciation of the university. That attracted thousands of people, including famous ones. Sadly, however, it was abolished last year after students rioted on the evening of April 9th, 2014. Which resulted in damage to property and people and left the campus in a state of shock. We're coming up on the anniversary of those unfortunate events, and although violence was not uncommon at other VISHAs, this time the image of Iowa State has been smeared, the effects of which the students are still feeling today. It probably wasn't what you had in mind when you were told and thought, choose my adventure at Iowa State.
Now, although it goes without saying that those events don't reflect the Cyclone Nation as a whole, and the aftermath got many students and alumni speaking out in support of Iowa State, the minority ruined it for the majority. Now, rioting on a Tuesday night due to parties being shut down, underage people lacking the ability to handle their alcohol, don't drink and drive, or whatever it may be, it was inexcusable. However, from all the reaction immediately after the day of the riot and overall attitude at Iowa State today, the students are looking to redeem themselves and show everyone that we, as a whole, have learned from what happened.
Yeah, you're right. But let me say, now rioting after a soccer game, look, I can understand that. That's acceptable. Come on. The team lost, all right? I'm so mad I could just riot. Or, come on, the team won. Let's destroy the city we love in the name of our victory. That seems acceptable.
But you need not worry. Anyone who's worrying, I suppose, about soccer riots or canceled celebrations, because although President Leaf and the VISHA task force decided to retire the tradition for good, Freesha 2015 unofficially begins next week. That means, I'm sorry to say, that unofficial VISHA, fake VISHA, or WeSha have all lost out on the naming rights. Sorry. I can't tell you how I know about Freesha, though. 2 rules about Freesha. First rule, you do not talk about Freesha. Second rule, you simply do not talk about Freesha. But what I can tell you is that it's student-run, and it's in no way, shape, or form associated with the university.
Now, despite what writer Drew Bullman says in his 2014 article in The Little Village titled, God help us, Iowa State students may have found a replacement for VISHA. Despite that, because the majority of the students aren't rabid beasts who feed off destruction, beer, and super dogs, despite all that, those are tailgaters. Some may, say, hey, turn down for what? With a bottle of Keystone in one hand and their other hand holding, up against the wall, keeping their balance. While the temptation to tell them it's because they're acting like asses is there, a more costly reason is because many Ames housing companies have increased the severity of punishments for those partying in April, particularly in campus town. Not to mention the police force has added extra men to avoid any sort of nonsense similar to last year. They wouldn't be caught off guard this time. So let's discuss this. I'm gonna move over.
All right.
We're gonna be joined here by Annie Harmon. Nice to meet you. I'm gonna ask you both some questions.
All right.
What do you guys? I think you're up for it. You're
I'm
gonna
up.
be up for it. Welcome. Good
Bring it.
evening. Hope you are well, Annie. Hi.
I'm well.
Okay. Shoot. I know you can do it now, but first spell Visha for me.
Veishea.
Okay. That's good. That's a good one.
Good job.
That was
I bet
good.
you didn't think I could spell that.
No, not at
I
all.
can't spell most words, but I can spell that.
Well, I can just throw out this one then. So you were a senior in high school when this happened at
I
the time. At
was.
the time of the events with youngin, freshman,
Thanks.
look out. How did you hear about the events, the incidents that occurred that April?
Well, mostly on the news, you know, and they did cover it on the world news tonight, and I was like, oh, I'm going to that school. That happened in my school. And my mom was quite looking at me. She's like, Annie, is that no big deal to you? And I was like, well, I mean, it's a riot.
Right,
It's
so
gonna
that's your
happen.
choose your adventure. You're like, I kind of belong there, Mom. Is that what I was
I
like? I
belong
feel
there
like
where
that.
we have parties and then we have riots. That's where I belong.
Right. So, okay. You belong there. Do you think you would have been out there? Like you told me about your mom. What
Oh,
was
yeah.
your mom?
So my mom actually, she got in accidentally in a riot once at La Crosse, and she hid under a car for 45 minutes. So she told me that, and I was like, oh, good for
Did
you,
you tell
Mom.
her about the flipping? They flip cars, you know that. So your mom would have been found out like that. She would
Yeah,
have
she
been
would've
discovered and go, well, you got to either join, you're with us or you're against us. That's how I felt. I wasn't there. I was sleeping, but okay. So depending on, well, let's see. Would you say you're new here? You've been here. It's almost a full year. ISU is welcoming. That night was not indicative of how the school actually
Most
is.
definitely not.
No.
No.
No. And so are you in your, hometown to people? Dude, I riot like every week. Dude, I try to make every riot I can. Like every schedule.
No, but I feel like I've been tainted by the University of Madison because they have quite a few riots a year. And
Do you?
one Halloween they threw a couch off the roof
Wh-
of a building. So
Why?
we're not
Just
even
couch-
that bad.
So, I mean, do you just accept all the, yeah, I'll be at the events on Facebook. Like, yeah, I'll be at your riot. Don't worry.
Yeah,
You just say,
yeah.
not maybe? Okay, well.
Definitely going. Definitely going.
Well, good to have you. This is my Kim Wook. This is your Kim. I need my Kim.
Oh, I have a card.
Oh. Hello, Kim. Nice to see you again. Hi, Kim.
I haven't seen you in 10 years,
Yes.
Andreas.
Nope. So, nice to see you. So, you were here
too.
during last year's Visha. I know.
I think so.
What were your you believe? So if you were and you figured it out, what were your thoughts? I mean, how did it feel rioting out there, Kim? I'm kidding. But I mean, what were your thoughts?
Andreas, I was in my bed at that time. It was warm. It was comfortable.
Was it?
Yeah.
And so what did you feel when you heard of these events? Like, okay, my school, they're having a riot. What? Like, what the hell is this?
Well, actually, I really found out that night through my roommate. Well, we went to bed, and then 15 minutes later, she just yelled at us. She goes, "Kimberly!" I'm like, okay, I thought she like suffocated and died or something. But
She died? Okay.
No,
Fair
I
enough.
thought she was
That's
yelling.
that's what I would have thought
But
too.
I'm like, what's going on? She goes, there's a riot on campus town. I was like, no way. And well, 15 minutes later, I fell asleep.
You didn't go, oh my God, grab our riot stuff. Let's go. You're pre-packed, mind you. No? I
I'm
thought
a
everyone
good person
did that.
Andreas.
I believe you. I haven't seen you in 10 years, so I don't know what. 10 years is a long time.
True.
So, okay, so I know since, I mean, it doesn't change from 10 years. You're from Malaysia.
Yes.
Did you ever expect to see something like this while studying abroad? Not necessarily in America or back home, right? Just studying abroad in general. Leaving home and going, oh, yeah, riot.
Andreas, do you apply to university and be like,
Check
there's
for riot.
gonna be a riot going on. I'm going to that
Right,
school.
right.
No.
No. I know what you mean, but not recently. I haven't applied recently. I've just been at one.
No,
Yeah.
I obviously did not expect a riot to happen, but
Sure.
I mean, it's college. People go crazy.
It is college.
It happens,
I mean-
but obviously didn't like it's going to happen, you know, like.
It's definitely gonna
I
happen.
didn't like prophesy it or something.
Did you think the next year we were gonna have another one? Did you go, oh my god, the next one's gonna be even better?
No, I didn't think like that. I thought that they'd probably have some repercussions, you know.
You didn't think they could? You just didn't think they could up themselves, did you? They couldn't top it?
Well, if
That's-
they did, then I would have been a part of it.
I believe that. Okay. So your parents back home, did you tell them about it? Were you like, yo, so check this out?
No. Well, I don't want to worry them, you know.
Right.
They live across the sea there.
The sea, that's okay. Because Mama Wu would have
Way
came over.
over yonder.
Small sea.
That little, just that small sea. It's a narrow.
Yeah.
So Mama Wu would have came over and pulled you back halfway across the world, rather.
I think, yeah, she'd just be there in an
So they
instant
have no
like that.
idea that you might have participated in a ride.
Okay, I have not, but she would have came. She'd be like, no, actually, she would explode my phone first,
Oh.
and then she would come.
Costs a lot, doesn't it? Well, all right, ladies, I'm gonna finish up. What do you guys think? What do you think's gonna happen this year with this unofficial visa this year and Freesia? You know, what do you guys think's gonna happen? Anything, not necessarily riot-wise, but you think they're gonna? How would they redeem themselves if they could?
No, there'll probably be a couple good parties.
A couple good parties to just forget about. 14,
Yeah.
15.
Drink
What do
your
you think?
sorrows away.
I
Oh, yeah.
think I think good stuff will happen to this one. At least, if not the whole V show will come back. I think some of it will, because especially last year we had a march after the whole riot thing happened. I think the people who were involved with you know, the whole parade thing and things that goes that
Right,
go
the school
on
events,
in,
right,
yeah, the
the
school
actual
events,
events.
the actual official Visha events that go on. They're really appreciative of us that who march for them, and just kind of like thank them for what they've done and thank them for their years of involvement. I think that people really appreciate that, and I think that's something the people who really want the real meaning of Visha will be brought back. Like at least the events of.
Sure.
I think good things will come out of this one. I mean, there will probably be bad ones too, but I think mainly good ones will come out, maybe from like the students who really want Visha and like the alumni. I think
The
because it
actual
means
Visha.
a lot.
Right.
So,
Well, that's the hope. That's the hope for all of
Yeah.
us, I think.
You're so
Yeah.
optimistic.
Yeah, pessimism, optimism, and this is
We're literally, we are your devil's advocates
this is
right
yeah.
now.
I have two. Yeah, here we are. Good, great. Well, we're gonna take a break, folks, but stay tuned. You guys are in for a treat. It's ladies' night. You're watching Ames Tonight.
I'm Laurel Feeks, and I'm gonna rock your world.
Hello, my love. It's Annie Harmon here, and I'm a freshman.
Just kidding, I'm Annie.
And I'm Laurel.
Welcome back to Ames Tonight. Today, Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky announced his run for the presidency in 2016. In honor of this, I present to you the things that Americans just need to know about the senator. Who needs Obamacare's eye insurance when you have a candidate who can fix them pro bono? Yes, that's right, Paul is a licensed ophthalmologist. The man already owns the title Troller-in-Chief due to his comical tweets. And in college at Duke, he even convinced one of his swim teammates to worship a fake deity called Aqua Buddha. He met his wife at an oyster roast in Atlanta. Paul was smitten with Kelly's really killer outfit, he told Vogue. Kelly, on the other hand, thought Paul looked about 18. Subsequently, it doesn't look like the 52-year-old senator has aged a day since then. And the last thing you need to know about the just-announced candidate is that he is just like you and me. He cuts his own hair due to his fear of professional barbers. Paul 2016! A Kentucky woman who allegedly tried to strangle another woman with a bra was thwarted when the victim fought back with a ceramic chicken. Police in Lexington arrested Ashley Cease, 31, early Monday morning after she allegedly pushed her way into the home belonging to Patricia Lease. Cease snuck in and attempted to strangle Lease with her bra when Lease noticed one of her collectible ceramic chickens on the floor. I just picked it up and started bashing her on the head with it, she said. Cease was knocked unconscious by the chicken and is awaiting charges. Officers says she was going a little cuckoo. A teen who is trying to have sex in an ambulance will spend nearly 3 years behind bars for attacking paramedics who wanted to use the vehicle for official business. Kyle Harsgreaves, 18, of Grimsley, England, was sentenced last week for the February 15th assault and violating an antisocial behavior order. He also admitted to robbing a crate of beer from a store on the same day. Paramedics answered a call for a 69-year-old man with heart problems, yet when they returned to their vehicle, they found Hargreaves and a female companion making out on a stretcher. He then yelled, "What's your problem? We are just trying to have sex," at the paramedics. What do you think of that?
Honestly, I think Kyle, when they were talking about official business, he was definitely getting official business done. And, I mean, maybe it wasn't the official business that the paramedics would have liked, but business was getting taken care of.
Okay, Laurel, okay.
Over the weekend, you could log on to Facebook or Instagram and see pictures and videos of kids going on Easter egg hunts. If you follow Taylor Swift on Instagram, you would find 2 videos of her and her brother fighting to the death to get the Easter eggs. One of the captions to her video was, "When your parents arrange a competitive sibling Easter egg hunt, failing to take into account that their children are Ross and Monica." The second caption stated, "I've got like 100. Good luck." Everyone's favorite royal redhead just announced that he is opposed to selfies. That's right, Prince Harry is not a fan and even went as far as to tell a fan that she needed to stop. This was all in good fun, however, because he was in Australia where he was reporting for duty with the Australian Army. He said to the teen fan taking a photo with him, "Seriously, you need to get out of it. I know you're young, but selfies are bad." The crowd laughed it off. Delana and Stelena fans are still recovering over the heartbreaking news that Nina Dobrev is leaving the hit TV show The Vampire Diaries. After being on the drama for 6 years, Dobrev has decided it is time to take a rest and travel the world. She often posts to her Who Say page and Instagram account with pictures of places she has been to. Her role as Elena Gilbert on the CW series was tasking, as not only did Nina have to play Elena, but she had to play Elena's doppelganger relative Catherine Pierce and the other doppelganger relative Amara. Playing 3 different characters wasn't only confusing yet interesting to the audience, but it was physically tasking for the Russian-born Canadian to switch between 3 different girls. The Degrassi alum posted to Instagram telling fans that she apologizes, but just wants to let everyone know that if you think you know what's coming, you don't. We wish the best for Nina.
Okay, number 1, I have never seen The Vampire Diaries.
Okay.
And I think that any plot line that involves 3 people who are the same person is just
But
automatically.
she's not the same. No. She's not the same person.
It's automatically a
Not
soap
the-
opera.
Nope, not the same
Automatically.
person. Not the same person.
Automatically.
3 different
Daytime
people.
television.
3 different people
I
played
don't
by the
agree.
same girl. Nope.
Okay, number 2. The royal family. I don't really follow them all that much, but personally I am opposed to selfies, posting them places, because I don't post any of my selfies on anywhere. No Instagram, no Twitter. I mean, I take them for Snapchat, but I don't post them anywhere. And number 3, you know how I feel about Taylor Swift.
But come on, Easter egg, like they're
Every-
cutthroat and they're
everyone
like the
does
Hunger
that.
Games.
That happened to me. Okay, last
need
year.
to watch the
that happened.
video.
No, that happened to me last year with my ex-boyfriend, and I got hit, and now I have a scar on my arm right here, and I got thrown into a table.
She really does have a scar.
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive.
Yep.
Harmon.
All right. Well, thanks for watching Ames Tonight.
We'll be back after this.
Yeah.
Annie stole my line.
I didn't.